This is Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, an area in Scotland spanning 700 square miles, filled with beautifully deep blue lochs, towering munros, tree-lined valleys and incredible roadside views. If you're new around here, we're Jack and Joe, that's our scruffy hitchhiker Frank, and this is Big P, a home on wheels which has taken us on adventures to wild places all over the UK and Europe. Join us in this video as we take a road trip around this incredible national park. We hike to beautiful mountain views, take a scenic boat trip, park up in beautiful, peaceful forests, and drive countlessly scenic roads. If this sounds like your kind of adventure, then come along with us for these wild journeys in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. Hello and welcome to a beautifully calm morning in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park. We've just spent the night in a forestry car park, £7 for the night as part of the stay the night scheme. Pretty epic.
Slept so well.
Slept so well. It was actually so quiet.
Amazing.
We're well rested and we're ready for another few days of adventure in Scotland. It's autumnal. It's definitely getting chillier. Yeah, we're going to head out on a hike. We're in an area called Duke's Pass in the Trossachs part of the national park. And we're going to go hike up to a viewpoint after a little drive. Up?
You said round.
Oh, no, but it's a circular, but as part of the circular, it's up to a viewpoint. It'll be fine. Yeah, last night for a run, I made Joe run up a hill by mistake because we got lost. But anyway,
2k up a hill.
2k up a hill. My fault, but this one will be 2k up a hill, but we're only walking. It'll be fine, we'll love it. But yeah, let's go drive a little bit along Duke's Pass. There's a beautiful scenic road. We'll just show it to you whilst we drive. So as you can see, it is autumn, and we were just saying then, and we've been very lucky to see Scotland in all different weathers and all different colours. But we haven't done too much in autumn, and autumn is pretty beautiful. I think we're just catching the end of it before it turns into winter, but it's still super colourful, orange and beautiful. Nice views already?
Yeah, look at Big P.
Oh yeah, you can see her. Oh, bit of rain. It's a beautiful drive. The hike we're doing is up to the top of Ben Ann. It's not too high, it's only like 200 metres high. But it's just like steep from the car park, but the view's supposed to be really nice. And I've got an inkling that we might have done this before, kind of 6 years ago. It was our first ever hike in Scotland. But my memories are hazy. Oh, yeah, steep but beautiful. Quite busy as well. I think it's like one of the most popular hikes in the national park. Nice bit of Scottish drizzle. I think it'll pass. And hopefully it'll pass and there'll be a view at the top. But I'm pretty certain we're hiking up there. I think Ben Ann is Gaelic for like pointed rock. I could have got that wrong though. But it makes sense. That's where we're going. Through this drizzly, still beautiful day. Comes our rain.
Keep moving then, Joe.
Yeah. at that. The sun's come out. We had quite a bit of rain. Put our coats on, and then 5 minutes later, beautiful sunshine just as we get to the top for the views. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Scotland. Thank you, Scottish weather gods. Look at that. It's actually like perfect light. So windy on the top there, but we managed to get an amazing break in the weather for the views. Wind came in, had a couple of sips of coffee at the top, and now the rain started, so we're going to make our way back down without doing the loop. We're just going to go back down the way we came. Yeah, let's get back down to the van, whack the heating on, get a cuppa on, find a spot for the night. Do you like that one more? It's not the greatest of sticks because it might poke you in the eye, bud. But if you're happy with it and you're going to be responsible and sensible with it, then you can have it. Come on, let's go. Come on. Good morning. It is freezing. I think this is our first frost. Got down to -3 last night. I think it's going to get a little bit colder over the next week or so, as there's an Arctic blast. So winter is here, I guess. It's a short autumn. Frank's having a poo, as you can just see here. Me and Frank are out for a little bit of a walk. We're going to defrost the van. And then we're going to head off for a lochside boat trip. It sounds really cool. Let's just get there, shall we?
So many options, we just don't know which one to do.
Do you want big leg room? Yeah.
Today on the motor vessel Lady of the Lake on Loch Katrine. As we set sail, could you please listen carefully to the following safety announcement.
Loch Katrine is considered to be the birthplace of Scottish tourism. The famous poet Sir Walter Scott visited in 1810 with his vivid description of the area in his poem The Lady of the Lake, inspiring many visitors to come see the sights for themselves. In the summer, you can take a trip on the 100-year-old steamboat named after Sir Walter Scott, but this was the winter, so we boarded the Lady of the Lake, and we were pretty much the only people on board, as we took a scenic trip across the loch with views across the deep blue loch and the forest-fringed mountain peaks. The loch now not only has an important role as the birthplace of tourism in Scotland, but it also provides the majority of Glasgow with its drinking water. After our scenic boat ride around the loch, we drove further around the national park to find a spot to hibernate ahead of a frosty, icy snap we've been warned about. we arrived in a village close to Strathyre, in a community-owned car park which permits overnights for £5 a night. It's here that things got icy and frosty, so we hunkered down, enjoying the sights of the forest and valley turning into a frosty wonderland. After a day or so, and in a mission to defrost our tanks and put some more charge in our batteries, we drove across the national park to stay the night in another forestry car park. The frost soon left us, but that was swiftly replaced with a light dusting of snow, and things looked incredible.
It is beautiful out there. We've had a few days of deep freeze. The tanks froze, we froze, but we've woken up this morning to a little smattering of snow. We're actually on the other side of the national park from where we last filmed things. We had to drive to the only service point in Loch Lomond, which is right at the bottom of Loch Lomond. Really scenic. I'll put a clip of it through. But after we used the services, we came to this forestry car park called Ardgartan Forest with lots of really nice forest walks. But we're going to head back towards Loch Lomond and see if there's any snow on the mountains, maybe go for some lochside walks and just enjoy being in Scotland where winter is here and it looks beautiful.
Heading back onto some scenic lochside roads, we were off to explore the famous Loch Lomond, the UK's largest lake, and the loch in which the national park takes its name from. While the south side of the loch at Balloch is busy, if you drive beyond the town along the east side of the loch, you'll soon escape the crowds and find yourself back amongst small tree-lined roads. We arrived in time to find a park up and headed on down to the loch shore for a little explore.
We've just come across the fanciest honesty box ever. It's got a fan in there, a light, proper fancy, and Joe's just getting a candle. You found a candle you want?
I want all the candles, that's the problem.
Well, don't buy all the candles.
Orange and cinnamon.
Oh, is that Christmassy? Is it good? Oh, that's Christmassy. Do you want to get that one? £6. Worth it. Wow. Wow. It's not warm at all, no. I think that's like some sleet coming down on us as well, but that's epic. So obviously, if we've come to a beach, we need to play fetch with Frank.
With the mist rolling in, as well as some snow and sleet, we've headed back to the warmth of Big P to light our new Honesty Box bought candle, ready for another peaceful night in nature.
Take 2 on the walk. Had such a nice calming night's sleep last night. There was an amazing sunrise and then it rained. I think it was like a freezing rain because the floor is like an ice rink at the moment. So we're going to wait for things to warm up before we drive again. But we're going to walk a bit more of that path that we went on yesterday before we were forced off by like a cold freezing mist. But it's looking super beautiful today with blue skies coming through. Isn't that lovely, Joe?
Yeah, just be careful where you're walking.
So now we're walking on what is the West Highland Way, which is 96 miles long. I think it could take up to like a week to complete. It'd be pretty epic to do it now, but we're far too soft. So we'll walk a little bit of it this morning. But the mountains look super epic with snow along the top. So we walked about 2 miles from the van along the West Highland Way. It's a pretty epic route, like I'm getting a feel for it, I want to do it. But we just come down to a lock point and I think I understand why people do it. Like imagine getting this spot right by the loch on a crisp clear day. With a view like this. Put your tent underneath there, under a tree. The fire pit where I've just put my bag there. It'd be pretty amazing. We're going to sit here, enjoy this view. Wish we bought coffee actually. Then we're going to walk back.
And that's where we'll leave you, amongst colourful oak trees, snow-dusted Munros, and the deep blues of Loch Lomond.
Thanks for watching everyone. Just wanted to quickly jump on here to send a big, huge thank you to everyone that's watched and commented on videos. And also to people who have subscribed. We're growing a little following for these videos for a little passion project of mine. Really enjoy making them and sharing them, so it's really appreciated when people watch them and comment on them. Yeah, I hope you all had lovely Christmases and Happy New Year. We'll catch you next year for some more adventures, most probably in Scotland. Until then, we'll see you on the next adventure.